live in U.S. history. AccuWeather says tonight partly cloudy, not quite as cool as the past few nights at least. We'll get to a low of 61 degrees here in the city. Tomorrow, a mix of hazy sun and clouds with a gusty breeze, a shower or two, maybe even a thunderstorm around, mainly in the afternoon and evening. And we'll get that haze from the Canadian wildfires. A high of 79 by day, low to 58 by night. And then Wednesday, some hazy sunshine. Can't rule out a shower in parts of the area. And a high of 77, hanging on to 74 degrees right now in Central Park. Winds news time 6:07. The Biden administration accusing China of being aggressive and unprofessional over its recent military actions, which have led to near collisions with an American fighter plane and a Navy ship.
The White House says the Chinese military, in the air and in the sea, has become increasingly aggressive.
It won't be long before somebody gets hurt.
National Security Council spokesman John Kirby refers to an incident in which an American fighter pilot was forced to cross into Chinese jet wash. And then there was the close encounter between a U.S. destroyer and a Chinese warship.
150 yards? Speaking as an old sailor myself, I'll tell you, that's pretty close when you're in open waters like that.
Beijing claims it's the U.S. that's, quote, deliberately stirring up risks.
White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy there. President Biden hosted Denmark and Britain's prime minister at the White House this week to talk about the war in Ukraine. That includes a recently launched effort to train and eventually outfit Ukraine with U.S.-made F-16s. Biden's separate meetings with the two come in a crucial period in the 15-month war. Ukraine preparing to turn the table with some counteroffensive strikes of its own. It also comes at a moment when the U.S. and Europe are looking to show Vladimir Putin that he's not running things and that the alliance is focused on submitting a longer-term commitment to Ukraine. Meantime, back in theater, Russia claims that it stopped Ukrainian attacks in places annexed by Moscow, but Ukraine says they're lying, and it's a part of misinformation, that is, as Kyiv prepares for that anticipated counteroffensive we just mentioned. Winds News Time, 6:09. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the right Superstart battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Isn't it nice to get exactly what you want? Introducing the new My Plan from Verizon. With My Plan, you pick only the perks you want and you save on every one. So you're getting exactly what you want in your phone plan and only paying for what you need. All on Verizon's award-winning 5G network. And for a limited time, when you bring your own phones to a Verizon store, you can get My Plan for an incredible price. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today and get My Plan for an amazing deal. It's your Verizon.
Wednesday News Time, 6:10 on this Monday night. Your traffic and AccuWeather is coming up.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-741-3889. 800-741-3889. 800-741-3889. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Wednesday News Time, 6:11 now from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center. Here's Greg Wright.
Now, here's what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Northern State westbound after Shelter Rock Road looks to be a crash. It's getting worse either way, especially west out of Searingtown Road. And the eastbound side, the delays go right on back into Queens. Long Island Expressway westbound ride right now, getting out towards the area of Glen, Cove Road. Looks to be a crash, and we're seeing some extra traffic on the westbound side of the LI getting through the area. Eastbound southbound Long Island Expressway, yeah, all of it's going to crawl from pretty much the Cross Island Parkway over to Routes 106 and 107. Extra tough Southern State East to Baldwin Road, and again from Newbridge Road getting out towards the Seaford Oyster Bay. West of the Meadowbrook State Parkway, locally, everything in Freeport is gridlocked. Get word of a crash that's closing Main Street at Mill Road, so Merrick Road, Sunrise Highway, and a lot of the other north and south options like Guy Lombardo Avenue at a standstill through Freeport. None of this really works west of the Meadowbrook throughout Freeport at this hour. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound George, good enough, nothing easy out. Lincoln about 20 in, 15 out, 15 at the outbound Holland. A couple of extra minutes either way on the covered roadway Skyway combo, so go to the Newark Bay. Traffic is sponsored by the Windmill Smart Air Conditioner. Are you ready for the summer heat? Windmill's viral window AC has been featured all over the internet. It's elegant, quiet, and at times called it the easiest AC they've ever installed. Go to windmillair.com. That's windmillair.com. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
All right, G, thank you for that, sir. And now your 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast meteorologist Brian Thompson with this live report.
All right, Larry, we've seen some clouds develop across the area this afternoon and now into the evening hours, so we have a partly to mostly cloudy sky overhead. It is going to be partly cloudy as we head through the night. Not quite as cool as the past few nights. Low 61 in the city. It'll drop to the mid-50s in many suburbs. So we'll have a mix of hazy and clouds tomorrow. The haze, thanks to some wildfire smoke from eastern Canada that's actually moving in from the west right now. And we do have an air quality alert in effect for the city of Long Island and Connecticut from midnight tonight through midnight tomorrow night because of that smoke coming on in. Now, as we head through tomorrow, again, we'll have some clouds mixed in. There could be a shower or two, even a thunderstorm, mainly during the afternoon and evening, high 79. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, low 58. Some hazy sunshine Wednesday. Can't rule out a shower in some spots, high 77. And then clouds and some sun Thursday and Friday with a chance for a shower either day and a high 72. 73 degrees right now. It's mostly cloudy at Midtown or going down to 61. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
And coming up on 1010 Winds. Yeah, Mama might have said knock you out, but she wasn't talking about a bear because Mama didn't raise no fool. In Missouri, they're actually having to warn people nightly, please don't wrestle with the bears. It could be dangerous. They could eat you think. Where do you hear this one, folks? When the news continues on 1010 Winds News Time, 614.
Earn a degree that leads to a career you'll love. At Truro University's Night Scouts, they guide their students every step of the way, making sure you get the personal attention you need to thrive. Multiple convenient locations throughout the city, including a brand new state-of-the-art campus in Times Square. Plus, flexible online evening and weekend classes means Night Scouts has a pathway to make college work for you. Visit nightscouts.truro.edu or call 855-62-TURO. Visit nightscouts.truro.edu or call 855-62-TURO.
Eating mostly plant foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans is good for your health. I use beans instead of meat in my grandmother's jerk-style recipe. And when I'm at work, I get a tofu vegetable stir-fry.
I like to get a whole wheat veggie hummus wrap for lunch.
Fresh, frozen, canned, or dried, eat a whole lot more plant foods when you can. For free recipes, resources, and food assistance, call 311 or visit nyt.gov/nutrition.
Winds News Time 615. Well, check this one out. Tribeca kicking off this week, and it's a big deal that everybody looks forward to every single year. It's our chance to see some of the newest entries on the movie scene, even before they actually make the movie scene, in mass distribution. So, Film Festival starts Wednesday, June the 7th, and co-founder Jane Rosenthal talked with our today and says, let's get geeked.
It's a really fun festival, and I think coming out of all these things that we've come out of, and this is the first year we don't have COVID restrictions, it's just going to be great fun to be back in the movie theater and to, rock out a little.
Yeah, Kaplan runs our website division here for 1010winds.com, etc. Says it was a blast over there with him. Robert De Niro was there, he says, and says this year there will be performances from people like Gloria Gaynor and Cyndi Lauper and Paul McCartney, John Mellencamp, Billy Porter was over there, and as always, several local theaters will host the events and screenings. De Niro says the Bronx Tale is going to close it out.
I'm happy about it. I look forward to seeing it, especially with the Beacon. That's great theater.
I'm surprised that he got De Niro to talk. He never really talks, even when he's interviewing, with people. The centerpiece film, by the way, is Elemental, an animated feature from Disney and Pixar. A lot of people don't know this. I worked at Tribeca several years ago. It's a lot of fun, it really is. In Missouri, they're actually having to warn people against fighting with bears. Okay.
Most people don't need to hear this, but police in Missouri are reminding folks not to wrestle bears. A black bear has been spotted wandering around the city of Salem, so the police department posted a warning on its social media page not to touch, feed, or wrestle it. Bear wrestling is illegal there. It's considered a misdemeanor in Missouri. And for the record, there are no reports of anyone actually trying to, but one guy wrote he might, so have a warrant ready, which is why police say they're monitoring the situation closely.
Monica Ricks reporting. From Berlin, talk about a cat with 9 lives. The German court giving an 82-year-old guy a last warning now to avoid jail after he was found guilty of dealing drugs 24 times. What does he have to do? The retired seaman said he wanted to improve his monthly income by selling dope, got a suspended sentence, but the court told him, all right, bro, do this again, and you'll spend the next 3 years or so on the yard. Says here the courts are being kind of lenient because the guy has health issues, and they say he's got plenty of problems. But this latest judge told him, okay, you're still not above the law, and this is your very last warning. And we're back in a moment. When's news time? 6:18.
This is a special announcement for men with ED. Are you using ED shots, also known as ICP or Trimax injection therapy? Well, now that same virtually 100% effective treatment's available at a fraction of the cost. Boston Medical Group now provides ED treatments via our unique telemedicine platform. We can now offer you up to 50% savings for ED shot refills, regardless where you previously acquired it from. And now, we also offer uniquely potent ED oral medication, Erexafil, a proprietary blend of 3 different ED medications that works when regular pills have failed. Get ED shot refills without paying a fortune. Or try our new amazing effective Erexafil. Contact Boston Medical Group, the leading experts in sexual health for over 20 years. Call 800-940-2900 now. That's 800-940-2900. 800-940-2900. Or visit bostonmedicalgroup.com.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Still listening to 1010 Wins on the AM? Give us a try right now on Crystal Clear 92.3 FM.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Mostly cloudy skies and 73 degrees right now at 6:20. I'm Larry Mullins, and here's what's happening. And more on Mayor Adams' plan to work with places of worship to house migrants. So far, he's got 50 churches that have signed on, offering a space for at least 1,000 asylum seekers. Well, they're already discussing it in California, now New York joining the list of states where lawmakers are pondering reparations to blacks. Tonight, they are discussing the idea of a vote by this weekend. Also tonight, health officials cutting the ribbon on the first public health vending machine. It looks like a normal vending machine, but no soda here, no chips, but overdose drugs and safe sex kits. Police still investigating that subway pushing in Woodhaven today, where an 18-year-old woman was pushed off the subway platform. She managed to get back up with minor injuries. The unidentified suspect caught and sitting in jail now. No clue why she did that. And Apple preparing to roll out one of its biggest product launches since the Apple Watch. Stick around. We'll tell you more about a headset that's supposed to be the hot ticket. 1010 Winds AccuWeather, cloudy skies tonight, but pleasant and mild with a low of 61 degrees. Wednesday news time 6:21 from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center tonight. Here's Greg Wright.
Now, getting a little worse, getting you home in Queens. Jackie Robinson Parkway eastbound before Metropolitan Avenue. That's crash. We see the mess on the jam cams past Forest Park Drive already. Van Wyck's also a mess, once you finally get that far. Either way, into Atlantic Avenue, and the northbound Van Wyck Whitestone combo slow from the L line to the Whitestone Bridge. Clearview Throgs Neck combo Bronxtown. That's going to do it a whole lot better for you. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound George, good enough to the upper and lower. Getting out of town, there's nothing great at all happening. Southbound Eagan, the best of the bad bunch. Lincoln's about 10 minutes on the inbound ride, 15 or so on the outbound go. The same 15 at the outbound Holland. Covered roadway Skyway combo, that's a bit slow for you in either direction. 24, there's an investigation in Chatham, which is why it's a standstill either way towards Main Street. The eastbound message is all the way back towards 287. Westbound side, you're slow for about a mile or so getting past Main Street on 24. You just want no part of it. If 10 works at all for you instead, much better idea through this swath of New Jersey. Northbound Parkway slow as out of the Union Tolls, and 280 is a little slow either way. Over to the Stickle Drawbridge, a little worse than usual. 78 westbound, looks like the express lanes are crawling past Route 21. Stay local instead. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Well, he says it's only temporary, and more people are pouring in as fast as they're opening centers. But Mayor Adams has somehow managed to find more space to house asylum seekers. How about sending them to church? Yeah. And he's initiated a plan which has so far recruited about 50 churches to help with the heavy lifting. Julia Papa with more on the latest desperate move to find space for migrants.
Mayor Adams is urging more faith-based organizations to get on board a plan to house migrants. He announced 50 locations in all 5 boroughs.
It's cheaper than hotels. It's going to cost us about $125 a night. It's far cheaper than what we pay in emergency hotels.
These locations will house 1,000 asylum seekers. The mayor admits the buses keep coming.
I'm not drinking out of a water hose. I'm drinking out of a fire hose. And we are managing it.
He's looking at the possibility of using private homes, subsidized by the city. He's asked President Biden for a face-to-face meeting. He says the challenge is unsustainable. At City Hall, Juliette Papa, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Now, again, those centers are for overnight stays, but the program is working out arrangements to provide daytime space as well. A renewed state effort, meantime, to address reparations for black New Yorkers.
Former state assemblyman, now city councilman Charles Barron, was the original sponsor of the bill and is urging lawmakers to support the